There's like a little bit of a black bar underneath. Somehow my window size got... I'll actually go ahead and fix that up. That was like somewhere hidden. Or... yeah, it's over here, right? Where did they hide that now? They changed that. It's like... Look, I just want to make my window a certain specific size that I can actually input. Apply now. All right. And now I have to do math. Did that do anything? Look, just change the size, right? It didn't do anything. Like, I can do this, right? Which... I mean, maybe I'll be 1 pixel off. But the annoying part about being a pixel off is that the game will run a lot slower. Right? It's a pixel off, I can tell. Because the game's a lot slower, because it doesn't, like, the, what's it called? The, it's so annoying. Yeah, it's slightly off. It's, did that do anything? It didn't do anything. Hold on. Special settings. Size. Not apply initially. Apply now. There we go. And now, yeah, suddenly the game runs a lot better. Because it's suddenly 16 by 9 instead of 2561 by 1469 or whatever it was. That was 1 pixel off, which... obviously, then the whole window will need to use filtering on all that just to get like 1 pixel better, right? To get the smooth look, it'll have to do length source filtering every frame, and now it doesn't. Now it can just do, you know, efficient scaling. Well, sort of, kind of, right? I'm hoping I configured it correctly so it does that. Maybe we should just get a second monitor so I could do things, but you know, 2 monitors on Linux, that's also a nightmare to deal with. So anyway, apart from the technical problems, let's go look at what we got here. So we got careful observation, which means, you know, saves some time scanning. Also got quantum scans, got orbital labs, got quantum computing, and got, you know, late game teleporters. Together with that, we got some universal harmony to help. There's also disease eradication, there's some time tech, there's gene adjustment for early money, there's also brain machine interface for early money. Which, considering we have, I mean, we have orbital labs as well, right? So we'd have to make a choice, probably. Maybe it's orbital labs, I don't know. I wish I could have social capital, but can't do that, right? Maybe we'll just do some quests for some early game money, right? Like, if we can get the Euphorians to tier 2, we can use that money to build orbital labs with, which are preferable over quantum computing, to be honest, right? If you can help it. Because it saves lots of lab upkeep. Sure, there are 20 to build, but also all these signals are going to be planets because of our Vittori perk, which is quite nice. Or asteroids, right? Let's look over here actually. So maybe we'll get lucky and we'll get 4 planets. I mean, like, that'll do, right? How likely is it to get a second colony? I don't know. So let's start with these 2 then. We can even do this one as well, right? There we go. We get 5 income. That's kind of incredible for the first year. Establish 6 trade routes. Don't mind if I do. Invent a technology or get 4 population. I think I'll get 4 population. It'll be a bit before we invent a technology, and 4 population is kind of simple. All we need to do is 1 more colony, right? Ideally up here, actually, because we already have food there. We'll get these 3 then. There we go. That's Earth-like. That's incredible, isn't it? Yeah, there's no way I want anything else here. Look at that. We get a successful food planet. We get a 2-way trade, and we get the mission complete instantly. We also get 3 out of the 6 resources. And actually, you know, if I were to take a guess... Right? And then scan to get the new year. Unfortunately, I can't do that well of a scan there yet. But I can get this one here. That's an ice ball. It's a bit in the way. Can we do anything with ice balls? No. Not really. We can do something with these ruins. For now, though, I think we'll focus on the Forian missions because we need the money to get the science going. So here we have the option of food synth as well now, which is basically the same as one of these. Right, food synth. It's... You can produce a lot of things, right? But we're going to be producing goods here. To make you successful as well. So now we got a triangle of successful plants here, which... You know, gets them very close to being prosperous. Which is very good for early game money. Let's have a look up here too. Now that we have you explored, we might be able to find something for you to do. No one of us looking for really. Again, not really ideal. I mean... That could be, right, with a colony there. But, I mean, it gets the forebear ruin, right? If we could just get, I mean, we've used the human already in our thing, right? So, yeah, we've already did that. There's this connection as well, right? Make another good. The thing is, though, like I would love to do mechanized harvest, and then maybe a science here for 2 water and a human. That'll be a good start for science. And we haven't transported water yet. Like, maybe we'll just do that. As a start. We got some good income. The problem, I mean, orbital labs will be pretty great because we have these spare humans. And we'll get some more, certainly. Do I want to make goods, though, or do I want to make robots? It kind of depends on what's over here, right? I think I'll take the penalty of not getting the stuff. Yeah. So that's the thing I was fearing, right? If I ought to look so that, you know, we want to do something different. Although, you know, that is another source of biomatter for here, and it's another source of water for our lab. If I were to take a guess, yeah, we can't quite do that. But I think this is the better one, the better side to do this in. Because we can get up to 3 water, potentially, right? Water, human. Yeah, we'll do that next year, actually. We'll start with this one because it's got a surefire way of using its water. And then we'll go ahead and place this, I guess, over here. Try to place it a little bit central. I'll get a task to invent technology. This time we'll take it because that will be fairly quick. And to establish 7 resources. I don't think 8 more people is what I want. That's like 3 or 4 colonies. That's quite a bit of work. And the technology is something we'll get, you know, fairly rapidly, actually. I would imagine. Ideally, we try to get to October, actually, before we go ahead and found 1 more colony, if that's possible at all. I don't know what it is. That might be a bit too expensive. Although, with this... Yeah, but that... We could just do some scans, right? We'll end up with exactly 8 money, which is exactly right. And then, you know, we'll end up building this scavenger world. And then we end up getting full value out of our exploit as well. Being able to get this connection in. And all of this seems neat, right? But maybe I should wait with that connection a little bit before we see what else we can do here. For example, that seems good. The problem is this in-between connection here kind of spoils the bunch, right? The problem is there's no other way of getting an extra robot there. I would love to be able to send in a human here and fix everything up. It would be so helpful, right? I think we ought to do this for the farm and stuff, because we'll get the Euphorian mission done, and that will get us a lot of money. Also, there's a few asteroids here, right? This one, for example, I'm looking at, was like, hey, that's 24 money I can get just by colonizing, you know, all these plants around here that I want to get anyway. Which is how I can get you water, right? Well, for starters, we can get it food, right? How much does this cost? 3? This is just 1, right? Should take you first then. And that just added humans and food, right? We'll add ore though too. Five resources? 6 resources? And just the 1 left? Also, we could somehow get a robot here. That would be incredible. Right, if we can get the free infraway, we get water here, we get humans here, we get probably another lab up. There's so many things we can do. Also, Vittori wants us to invent a technology, which, you know, we've got a good one to get here, which is this one. Holding off though, maybe we get orbital labs first. It depends, right? Can we do the Euphorian tech? We just need 1 more resource, which is like something like chips or something. Or goods. Chips or goods. Is there anything else we can do? Not much, right? Is there? It's either going to be chips or it's going to be goods. There's no alternatives. If this was a forge world, right? If only. It's not. So yeah, do we have a good alternative? We really kind of don't. We can't get chips from these because we don't have the silthid anymore. They are gone. Did I actually correctly splice that? I did. We have the Euphorians, the Vittori, and the Dinder this time. Yeah, so an entirely different makeup of people. Peoples that will help us. I think I'll use this scout. See if we can't get ourselves. There it is, right? Can we reach? Not quite, but we have an asteroid available that will help us get there. So the nanotech facility will get us a huge chunk of money. It's just a major amount of money. And then that will allow me to do that. I'm not that interested in what it gives. I'm more interested in getting an orbital labs up. Oh, I looked at the missions. Maybe I shouldn't have. Because I'm just realizing maybe I want brain machine interface. It's too late at this point, right? I think I'll go ahead and grab quantum sensors now, though. That's just so huge. Lab studying chips and get it at 5. No thanks. I think I'll take the 2 other ones then. This is kind of not what I want to be doing, Mr. Vittori. But the idea here is, of course, we can now go ahead and grab ourselves, you know, just 3 additional points of science, just like that. I mean, it costs 60, so it's not like it's expensive. Let's not, you know, let's not kid ourselves. But even it is 3 extra points of science we just got. Or basically, yeah. Are you? You're obstructed, aren't you? Am I okay with this? I am, right? 8 new planet types for the dinner, which will give us some money as well. And 3 import hubs for you. So there is, you know, 5 science right there. I'm also getting 8 science a year now, so I can go ahead and grab quantum sensors next. Okay, you can get 2 goods or 8 science. And that's fine. I mean, 2 goods might be good here. And 8 science gets us through the tech tree more quickly, though, which is really helpful. Like, I'm looking at things like, you know, should I take gene adjustment? I think I should. Planetary upkeep is big in tough. Like, this is a lot of money that, you know, we're getting now because of that. It's 16 a year or so, right? Pretty huge amount of money that we would otherwise not be getting. So now we have the ability to scan more. I think we should look up here. Like, the ideal situation, we get some water. And, you know, there's an ocean here. That's a good source of water. I'm going to take this asteroid here. The ocean's fairly cheap to run, isn't it? Yeah, only just 1. So we only have to pay an extra 2 or so? Yeah, that's fine. That sort of fixes all these planets up. Getting us in a reasonably happy state. Yeah, that's out of range, unfortunately. Like, economic zones here, right? Well, I mean, this is in range. I think I'll take this colony. It's close by, it's efficient, it's kind of excellent in all ways. Plus it's another planet type, right? That's out of range though. Is it still good then? I think it still is. You're able to do things like make this two-way trade happen. Right, 55 income. Looking pretty solid. And now we can get deep study, which will preclude geo-harvesting though. I think geo-harvesting is too good to pass up here. We only have 50 income, which is not all that much. Yes, we took gene adjustment, but I will also take geo-harvesting. And then next year maybe we'll take deep study, but for now we got ourselves some plants to blow up if we want some money. I mean, maybe it's not necessary. Hold on a second. We do have economic zones available. I don't think it's necessary actually, because economic zones is in 2 years as well, and this time we have actually a much better setup for it. We have quite a few areas where we can, I'm not going to build that now, but you know, you get the idea. We have a few areas where we can get some economic zones running, going. It's all kind of out of range there. You can get food synth here. To be honest, that's not all bad. We can get another colony. We're getting a lot of colonies, but that's fine. We haven't gotten an Earth-like yet. Sure. There's all your humans. And then food synth. Right. Getting you to at least a successful. I mean, we're kind of walling off the ability to take the ruin, but we can't get them all. You can't even do that if you want to. I mean, you just need successful partners, right? Like, do we have enlightenment? We do. That might be what I want. Because there... I mean, no, I don't, because I have orbital lamps. Yeah, I mean, will just have to use teleporters to get a lot of goods everywhere. That's fine. And we're sort of like being like, we have teleporters, we have the ability to get hyperdrives again. We should be able to get goods eventually, right? Eventually, also Genesis cells, which are actually really good here. So pseudo skill up facility. Now we get water. We get water here, of course. I'd love to make a robot lab here as well, right? 2 humans, 2 robots. For now, though, just do a scan. Where's the area that's still missing? I mean, this area over here, right? It has 2 areas that are not happy at all. You are obstructed. I could do one more scan here. Also very close to doing this, right? It's like... Okay, one more then. Okay, food synth has actually been helpful. It's kind of incredible, but it has. It usually isn't very good, but it ended up saving me a bunch of times here. Which is kind of incredible. So, what am I looking at here? A remnant? Have I settled a remnant for you yet? I haven't. So I could do that. I don't really know what to do with the stuff it's producing, though. Can I not settle just a mineral world instead? I could. I mean, I could make another colony here then, but... yeah, I can't be water export anyway, so... So go ahead and do that. At least get our Dender thing. And then... should I be doing that? Maybe not. Right, because of... science stuff. And if I go to next year now, we still get most of the income. And then we'll be able to fix things up with economic zones, hopefully. Right, this one's next. So now we get this. We could get a robot lab going at this point. This is sort of why I'm building this way. We're kind of having a food problem here as well a bit, but hopefully we'll be able to fix that with teleporters or in some way. We're getting close to them. So I just realized we can just easily afford another 2 of these. Which I should get as many as I possibly can afford, right? The science is super nice to get like that. Well, yeah, that's 3 income to start with, and it's going to be more, I would imagine. Right, like this one. That's 8 income right there. For a Slipway costing 3, right? That's 11 for 16. Still good, right? Still good. And then there's that, but that sort of fences you off. Which is not what I want to do. I think I might want to build the lab now. That's not... That's not too terrible, right? We end up with... How much science did we end up with? 31 at the end of the year? It's kind of incredible, right? I mean, I could even take quantum computing on top. Which would be like double science, but... Like... I don't see why not. Right, this is a super heavy science run, but I don't see why not. What do we need? More science. Why not? Just make more science. So now I think the goal is to get some plants discovered so we can actually use teleporters on a useful area. And maybe over here because this is closer to the center. So that way we get teleporters with, like, you know, look at that. We can do lots of things with all these planets. Like, we can't do anything with this many planets, and I don't know what I'm supposed to be doing at that point. So yeah, just get quantum computing. And then get self-hosting AI next year. And then advance into teleportation. I don't know. Could be, right? Could be. So... Or maybe teleportation first, right? So this mission over here, right? Establishing some import hubs. How do we do that? Like, typically those would be colonies, but most of the colonies we build are just not in range of any goods. And the ones that are already have one. So, like, how do we get some more? It's like, maybe look over here a bit too. So we can't get ourselves... Like, I'm not so sure that it's slightly out of range, right? There's a ruin over there, which I could get with an Earth-like plant over here. So I have a couple unhappy plants at this point. There and there. A two-way trade for you would be excellent, but I don't think we'll be getting one. I mean, maybe this, right? And there is something to be said for making a biomatter laboratory as well. Then we'll be really going heavy. Then we should get self-hosting AI and just get all the tech. Probably time compression as well. I kind of should really try to get the Euphorians upgraded first though. As well as the Fattori, hopefully. Like, let's hope that we get a Fattori mission for doing a biometal laboratory. That would be ideal. For then, where is the food going to come from? I guess from over here. There's a cheap enough plan to run. So that's one, right? So before I do that, no, I can't do that in time though. Is there some other planet where we can still build an orbital lab before I go into next year? I don't think so. No, we've got all of them settled. So I'll do that then. Or is there a better answer? This might be a better food planet, actually, because it goes there as well. Yes, we have a different and a better answer here. So the idea here is to send, well, I mean, we're getting 40 science out of this. I think it's worth it, just doing that. And then we can get it. Don't do that though, send in there first. And then we can get you to successful, which is, you know, never bad. And get our Euphorian mission complete, which invent 2 technologies. We'll do that. And then get a food planet to prosperous. I think we can do that. It'll take a bit of finagling afterwards, but I don't think we'll be making 6 goods. Although, maybe we are, right? But we'll be doing these first. These missions that actually get these things to level 2 and level 3, because they have some good bonuses attached to them. The Euphorians don't have bonuses attached to them anymore. So the main question is now is, do we do one more laboratory, right? I kind of want to, but it might be a little too expensive, right? I can at least get an orbital lab here. We have 85 income. That is pretty significant. These food planets, right, they kind of want... And I could get Genesis cells next, right? Fix you up. Would that help? I mean, kind of, right? Because I could, you know, send in there and make more science like that. I think Genesis cells might be best for science, to be honest. Like, is there a way to use those Genesis cells so we get some more successful plants around food places? I mean, we could use it here, right, and give you 4 inputs, but it doesn't really help all that much. You need another partner that's successful or better. Can do this, right? Oh yeah, that's kind of amazing right there. And the problem with you is you need more imports and exports, which we'll never get like this. So no, maybe not like that. Maybe rather 1, 2, 3 teleporter and get all of these, right? That might be the smarter choice. And of course, getting ourselves some goods would be kind of amazing in all these places. The more we can get, the better. For which we'll use teleporters and stuff. There's some here, right? And hopefully we will be able to get post-scarcity as well, right? To really get things going. I mean, we might be able to get some, right? With culture on top, with all the research. I think that might be possible with time dilation too. There's like many, many, many options here. None of which are too bad. Getting time tech early though is valuable. Because time dilation, you know, gives more months. I don't know if I want the science first then. I might want some more money first. Also, I just realized if I make water here, I can use that to make biomatter to use a better lab. Although, you know that? Yeah. That tech has so much more science, actually. Like, I can use this to make biomatter. Then we get just one extra science. Actually, it's not that much. No, it's not that good. The idea is you place it here. I don't know. There's definitely some argument to be made for. Actually, hold on, I want all three. So it goes here. Because you could also send the other way. It would be rather incredible, wouldn't it? Yeah, it would. So what's the final planet we'll be settling this year? Maybe it's just this? More greed? I don't know. I don't know about that. Can I like fix you? Like maybe, right? Not in a simple way, it seems. I mean, I guess there's like something like this. Right, and then we'll be able to use... Does this need like... Yeah, establish it needs something, right? Which means it'll need a teleporter here to work. Should I then be sending that? Can't I just see if we can't get some more economic zones going for now? That is not a good idea. It knocks things. It's like not many, is there? Like we'll be, yeah, we'll be. I don't want to cancel things, get things out of the way they don't want to use. I guess we'll just get this cheapest possible planet, I guess. It costs us 3 income. Gotta be very, very careful about the income. So Genesis cells is probably the best tech here. Because if I Genesis cells, that just sent out water into the wrong direction. Don't do that. We'll be getting 2 more humans here, which can be sent into there. That is rather amazing. As well as, you know, being able to build a lab for even more if I wanted to. I think I want to. As crazy as that is. And that puts you at prosperous, right? Gets us more income as well. That's 7 science. 9 with that. Like, that's not all bad. We even have 2 more available here if I wanted to. Can I get some money in some ruins, please? That would be amazing. Then we would really be golden here. We have 39 science on top, right? It's rather a bit much, but why not, right? One more technology. I guess it's going to be teleporters at this point. And then time. So like, can I found some more colonies perhaps? And then we do teleporters next year. I think you'd be interested in getting some money, but... Maybe there's some in here, right? I mean, there's this asteroid. Hmm. I think that's the answer. We'll go ahead and grab our teleporters. Gets us 8 additional science. And then we'll go ahead and look at somehow getting some more value out of these things. Right, like so. If I then do that and input you, I'll be sending an additional biometer, that's fine. If I then do this, I'll make you happy. And then we can do something like the scavenger rolled up. And take a human. And then we can send the robot into here. And then make you prosperous. Great, okay. Remnant to prosperous. And people. I think we should get these because we're going to want to make things prosperous at this point. As much as possible, really. Like these are really nicely positioned actually. For maybe doing another set of teleporters. Kind of like if I could get some goods in here, right? They're looking at all this, right? And like, yeah, everyone, like if we can get some goods, we can get some really nice prosperous plants everywhere. That like produces a single robot for 30, it's just not a good one to get. 113 is not shabby. We got 56 here. I think it might be time for universal harmony because we have our discount. We don't really have enough wealth to really be using time tech yet, so I think it's universal harmony first because that makes more money than anything else. As people as robots, I mean that could help. But we don't have the discount yet for Vittori. So I think we'll start making culture. I mean, right? Like that will pop post scarcity when we get it, making it legendary immediately and giving us a lot of trade income. And that by itself is 13 income. That's not bad at all. So now the next points are going to be how do we get as many of these human planets as possible supplied with goods, really. So there's one I can do here where we send in a bunch of goods, right? And maybe some water as well as some other things. It's just that this thing wants some chips. Can't easily get some. At least not without a bunch more teleporters. Right? There's these hyperdrives. Which I don't know, they'd probably be out of range. I'd probably need to upgrade them as well to get that. But of course, like a hyperdrive here would be excellent, right? Because it will allow us to get this forge world in as well. And then, you know, we've got 2 forge worlds over there, and then this connection becomes a lot better, where you set up forge world, forge world, forge world, forge world, right? Especially like this, right? If I set up a teleporter set here, we can connect a bunch of things together here. Which, I mean, that would work if I put it real close. I mean, even this one perhaps, right? Though I wouldn't really know what to do with it. Because I'm making chips instead of anything else. So yeah, there's that. Like, it will be until next year until we get the things, but I can set it all up so that it works. Or will work in the future. If we're careful enough. Right, that will work, and that will work. Well, that's a little bit cutting it too close. So it needs to be a little bit itty bitty further away there. Just need to make sure that we... I don't know about that angle. This angle here is going to be very precise. I think that will work. That might work. Like, we'll get a hyperlane, right? That's the thing. Let's just test this stuff out because I don't want to end up with like... Okay, that one will work. And that one will also work. Good. Okay. Nice. Yeah, that's the kind of the problem, right? Getting... Wait. I was like, wait, did I didn't want to do that. That puts us into vast, though, is the problem, right? So I should try to build some more things. So should I not build this one first? I think I shouldn't. I should not build that one first. Ideally we build... Well, we don't have humans here. God. And I'm like, can I get this? I mean, I guess I could, right? I mean, I could. It's so expensive, though. It costs 60 to do. Yeah, not really what I wanted. But maybe we can do something like this. Is there a way to get both of you in there? I mean, that ain't bad, but it cuts off that forge world that I really would like to get access to as well. I mean, that gets everything, but it restricts the angle at which this can operate to about here. But the thing is still fine because we get this other forge world as well. Actually, it might be important that we make sure that it can connect to that side. Now we don't get that Earth-like, though. Is that hugely problematic that we miss out on a single Earth? I don't think so. Yeah! Like, eventually, right? That's the other way. Okay, good. There's not a real good reason not to, right? And of course we can do something like this, right? I mean, connecting all of these water-producing plants to each other is actually not a bad idea. This will actually trigger economic zones, won't it? Oh, they're already connected together, so it doesn't really do anything. We already built this earlier. So I guess it doesn't really do much. And then I shouldn't really be building this teleporter here. I mean, maybe I should do it because we can get that and that. I guess, right? Yeah, the problem is, can we maybe get... I can kind of stretch this pretty far, but not quite far enough to make it into the other teleporter there, up there. Like we'd have to do this, which kind of needs too much of an angle. I mean, maybe we just don't try to connect them together. Or maybe connect them to that side, right? That should work, right? The thing we're kind of worrying about is trying to get this Earth-like in. But I don't think it's possible because of the way... Like that one will now connect, but now this one won't. I guess it's fine like this. We'll go ahead and grab you and you. We get 53 money, which is not ideal. It's less than I hoped for, but I guess I'll take it. And there's an argument to be made for not even connecting that, right? Sort of doing it like this. Which I think is actually fine. Nothing wrong with that. And then, yeah, not trying to put us into vast is sort of like the whole exercise, right, of trying to delay this further and further and further, but we kind of, and we can sort of scout, right, with the remaining time, but I don't know about this whole exercise. I guess we kind of did this, right, and I guess we can sort of leave off the scavenging, maybe. For a bit at least. There's like anything good here? Like, that's the problem, right? I mean, I guess, right? Like this. But again, like, that's, you know, the thing I don't want to do. There's one connection we can make. Sort of consume an asteroid. Just like... we got a few more years though, so it might be a good idea to just send out some scouts. That's not... yeah, that's okay. I'm okay with that. We found some more planets to do some stuff with later. And then I guess we'll go ahead and make our goods. End up in January exactly as we go into Vast. There's no text we can do, right? Yeah. So we get things like dissemination, but more importantly, I think we should take up post-scarcity first. You know, just to keep rapidly increasing the money. Or maybe it's time dilation. I can always wait with those, right? No reason to invent anything until we actually need to use it. That's kind of big, isn't it? Yeah. We get like a culture for that too. I think I should send that in here actually. I actually should. So it's only 50 right now, but it'll become more, right? Hopefully, anyway. So I was looking at making some microchips over here. And then maybe some ore. Guess it's up prosperous people planet over there. And then I guess that would do it. And that kind of counts, doesn't it? Is that the way we want to do it, though? Maybe we want to do this instead. Hold on. No, that doesn't work. Yeah, we really want to do it this way. And that's fine, right? Although... no, it doesn't matter. That's fine. You get our prosperous plants like that. And then... You know, there's this as well. I think that that should work. We're at 132 income now. We should also be able to get our goods planets up and going at this point. Ideally without too much of a hassle. Also, if I can do it, maybe we should try to get this one connected to some more colonies as well. Like, there are some ways we can do that. There are definitely some ways we can do that. Like, the more colonies we can get into that, the better. And the main reason being, like places like this, right? So we're at the end of the year. Is there anything I might want specifically? But how much is spiritual growth going to give us? 9. How much is post-scarcity going to give us? 20. Okay, so we'll take the 20. I still have this nest egg here, but, you know, the more we can make it grow, the better. So now I think the best way to deal with this further is to try... Maybe we do it like this. It's kind of sneaky, but... Ooh, this is... Can't connect to that side yet. I was afraid of that, but maybe on the other side of the water planet we might be able to get a better angle. Yes? Yeah, we can do this. We can do this. So the idea here is I had you in 67 is a lot, but we'll do it because that is kind of amazing. And then this is kind of amazing. If you look at all of the resources, right, we might be able to get another legendary here. Just looking at... Get 5 more import hubs? We'll get those. We need 1 more, though. I don't want to do these tasks that like make a chip lab for 7 because that's not what I want to be spending my money on, but if I don't, I will not be able to get any more tasks, is the problem. Like, I guess we'll do it because we kind of have to, but I'm not happy about it. So I guess we'll do it as soon as we complete this task. We'll throw in the lab because we don't need more science. We have more than enough science. It's not the problem. So is there any way to give you another culture? Not easily, not without interconnecting things more, right? So we'll just give you a person. You know, to just make you legendary. That seems fine, right? So what are we gonna do next? Who's the next? Who's next up for legendarization? Legendarization? I don't know. Becoming legendary. Turning things into legendary planets. The more we can get, the better. Okay, so I think the next challenge up is to get, and I guess I can also connect this one in, right? That would be kind of amazing if I could. But I don't need to use these for it, right? I can just build sort of like a separate teleporter for that. I think I should, because it's just so expensive if I build just one. And maybe we can get you to build more. I could just get you to make biomatter, but that's not really what I want. You're already making all the water in the world? Like maybe we should have... I don't know. Because it would be kind of nice if we could send in some water into the ore world as well. Maybe we can connect this up later, right? If I do it like that, then I don't need to do that now. Also, I just realized we're out of money, so maybe we should colonize a couple things so we get later on in the year. Like, where do I still want to colonize, right? I mean, there's some forge worlds over here, right? I want those. Like, I definitely want those. Can I get you, like, another successful trading partner? I mean, you'll get some of those, right? So we'll just make some goods up here. Like, we'll definitely want some more. Like, the more we can get, the better, because, well, I mean, those will... We can even do something like that, right? And then get all of these, and then route them in here. Even like that, right? So I guess we could just aggressively pursue some goods here. Just get 2 goods planets. And then like another ore planet. Yeah, we're throwing away some income, but we'll be able to fix this up pretty easily, actually. Like that, we'll connect all 3 of them together. And then all we basically need to do is send in a couple things there, and then, you know, that's fine. Maybe even like this, right? Like if I'm a little bit more careful with the positioning, that should work. So if I'm a little bit more careful with the positioning, that should theoretically work. But you know, I digress. It's unfortunate. I mean, I can do that connection, right? These are some good connections to make. They're kind of incredible. Also, yeah, we have 82 science, right? Did I... Before we go into next year, we have 43 science available. Let's just get time dilation for now. So we have that, and we can get time compression as well if I wanted. There's spiritual growth or some other stuff as well. There's loads of things available now. We have way much science. Okay, that's good. So now, if I take a good, I can send it in there. And then I can take an ore and send it in there. I can take a person and send it back. Okay, that at least completes the ore loop. Then I can send the other ore in here. Sending a second good, that's fine. I can even do that. Sending in 2 more goods the other 2 ways. So now they're making 4. Rather incredible, to be honest. Can create this connection. Do something like that. Like, look at all of that, right? We're making some things happen here. Some things I'm not altogether unhappy about. Look at all that goods. It's rather incredible. Okay, so we're needing to make some of those import hubs. We also need to make some of those chip labs, which I don't really know how to go about that. And there's a chip here, right? So I guess we could just connect to this area over here somehow. And then get another chip from somewhere. And maybe we put the lab over here. And then we'll go ahead and get ourselves hyperlanes, and that will fix it. Like, does a lab fit in here? It's too fat! It won't fit. Yeah, there's your problem. It won't fit. I guess it goes in here then, right? I mean, that'll do, right? Like, let's just start with this. There's like, you know, an extra good being sent in there, and that's good. And now if I take this out, it'll make a culture. So those are really good for making those two-way trades happen, so I think we'll put down the lab at this point. Are we ready for next year? I think we are. Oh wait, we're in Uno. We're not. That's actually kind of nice because we'll get the science before the end of the year then. 5 more. 6. Yeah, and that hyperlane will connect it. We're not going to be fully connected is the thing, right? But we'll get pretty close. And also, you know, we'll be able to make a bunch of successful plans and things. Where are we going next? I mean, that will work, right, in generating an additional culture soon. It's kind of what I want to do, try to do this in a way that we get additional culture generation. Hopefully, anyway, that's the idea. The more stuff we can send places, the better, essentially. Also, I just realized, hold on. Before I do that, before I send all my culture away, this really wants one. It's a import hub, and it will also allow this connection, which should send it here and then create more culture, that is. Wouldn't know what to use it for. I mean, I guess I went over here, right? There's no water available here. Which I mean, it should go into there. It makes it successful. Why not? I can do that for like more trade. Not really, right? Make you an import hub. There's our import hubs. Just getting the lab to 7, right? And once I connect this in, it will. So let's do that. Can I send this human anywhere useful? I mean, I could, but maybe I shouldn't for missions purposes. So yeah, that's 252. That's not bad. And now that will complete the lab. Wants even more labs? I don't want more labs. But now I can refuse things, right? I can just make more import hubs and get food producing plants to prosperous. So you are not prosperous. Anyone else? This one, right? I don't know, right? Can we get there? Can we get you to prosperous? I mean, I can get you an input. Like that. And that's something, but right, like where's the Where's the other side of the coin, I guess? I mean, you know, we could get stable jumps and time compression and stuff, right? So we can get some pretty gnarly things going on if I want to, and I do want to. So like we can get some outputs for you quite easily. I think we can do this mission, food producing plants. And we'll be creating import hubs left, right, and center, so that's not the problem. In fact, I think we should just focus on those things right now and see if we can't somehow... Yeah, that one's fairly far in the corner. If I try to do something like that, can I get you... Yeah, I can get you hyperlaned. Okay, that's the thing I want. Because if I can get this thing hyperlaned, then, you know, I can get this hyperlaned as well. And then we can get a food export for you, which will hopefully yield the result I want. Once I get this one in as well, it will become prosperous, yeah. And then I can also get one in here, and then get an output, and then the other one becomes prosperous. There we go. 2 food producing plants are prosperous. Done. It's a really easy mission. Maybe I shouldn't have taken the other one, but well, I don't know. There's a good argument to be made for, I mean, time compression, right? Time compression. Just go all out with all this stuff. So it's sort of like keep cheap. Yeah. We're looking at 128 now. The money's starting to tick up. Good for the money. So can I get another import hub? It's actually a good question, right? I mean, yeah, right. This one, for example. So can I get another import hub? Sorry. Well, I mean, I got another import hub, but can I get one more? The answer is yes, of course. Of course I can get one more. The question is, you know, the real question is just how do we get this efficiently, right? As efficiently as humanly possible. And like one of the ways we could do that is we could make... one end must be a planet. Yeah. Yeah, that's a bit of an issue. I was hoping we could do some shenanigans here, but that's too much of a shenanigans, right? Like they won't allow us. We're not allowed to do that much shenanigans. Still, I mean, we can do some other type of shenanigan, which is over here. We can make some water. There's actually lots of places where we can probably still do that, right? Like this one. Can still make water if I wanted to. I mean, do I want it to? Does it do anything? Not really. I mean, it makes a huge amount of production, but it doesn't really accomplish anything much. There's a cultural dissemination, right? Which would be kind of incredible to do. We'll be able to get more culture hubs that way too. But that's for next year, right? Because this year we want time tech, because time tech means more stuff, and more stuff means more points, and more points means this is already an incredible run, by the way. I think I want chips here. And connected in, we get a human. And we'll be able to use those chips, going to Uno, to make more goods. Also, you know, those get sent out immediately, but that's fine. And then we'll be able to get time. We have so many techs. I think we'll get a new record for amount of technologies researched. I wouldn't be surprised if we get that. This particular run. Yeah, stable jumps is also going to be kind of incredible. Just for connecting things into places. There's this one as well. Like I'm trying to get this final colony supplied so that it has a good to create. Hold up a second, right? You also have more stuff to send out. Do we have the ore for you eventually? I mean, eventually we will, but like, isn't that amazing? Out of range, but you know, that will probably be in range then. And then, you know, that to get it from here or somewhere, right? Or perhaps from here or there. Like, we have some options, right? Now we'll be able to fix this up. No problem. We'll get the permanent penalty though, right? For past shortages. On the both of them actually, so that's 9%. But I mean, these like teleporters and things we did, I think those more important than the few percent permanent shortages, even though it hurts kind of badly. So there's a connection that hasn't been made yet, so let's make it. And then we could send in some water to make it, and to at least give you the things you need to get upgraded. You just need partners, right? It needs an import as well. It just needs an import, actually, not partners at all. There's a bot here. Is that bot useful at all? I mean, yeah, right, it makes you prosperous, I suppose. Also counts for a third here. It's a bit more income. It's also a prosperous planet. Do you see a problem with that? I kind of don't. It's something, right? We finally used the bot. It's like, is there a way to get some more food? All the way down here? And there might be. Like, there's this one. So then what else are we looking for, right? Because we got one more month, so, you know, I should colonize something. I guess I have this swamp available to me that I just don't know what to do with. I mean, maybe it's just another colony. We'll have 3 food. Yeah, I don't see why not. Look at that, boom. Like 3, it's like so much. We could even make more science on it, but okay, so let's just connect it in and see what we get. So we get you just instantly. We can also send humans to all sorts of places. In fact, if I do so, I'll just get a couple more import hubs and finish the mission like that. Also another prosperous plant, apparently. Get people producing plants to prosper as well. Good news! We have 2 more people producing plants. Make 6 more goods. And we'll get a couple more. I just don't know if we'll get 6 more. Why not? I mean, why not? Maybe it's because we could get tasks to make things prosperous, right? That would be easier. I certainly want to do the Dender mission. That's super easy to do. So we have 140 cash here. I'm just saying. So now we'll go for the stable jumps first, I think. And then finally this cultural dissemination to really, you know, get things home. So those stable jumps should allow us to get this hyperlane in. Yoink, right? And then, what does it want? It wants some water? We really don't have any water for it. Like, where's all the biomatter coming from? Various places. Oh, we got some here. Maybe just connect it up. It's 3 already. Get some more water, I suppose. There we go. Now we have some additional food available for this plant over here, which apparently makes that prosperous. You can go figure. And then it needs a good as well, right? Which is sort of the problem here. Like, the goods are far, far away, right? And they're not too far away, but they are quite far away. I guess we should need to make one more interconnection here. So maybe we don't need this one then? If I'm going to get water over there, I don't need this one. Which is going to save me quite a bit of money if I don't do that connection, right? Like, sure, like, now we're needing both water and the thing, but now we have 300 money to get all the things we want with. So I can just do something like this. And then up here, which will allow me to connect these two in as well, right? Don't forget that. Did think about that part, but you know, we don't need to do that this year. We'll get the water for the food. We'll get the food for the colony. The colony makes you prosperous. Then, you know what? We'll get the 148. And then we'll use that to build that connection. And then a bunch of things move into various places. And then we'll leave this food up because it's actually kind of important that we get that. Because of all this, right? Here -8, so that's actually kind of nice if we fix it, but don't have to fix it right now, and it's kind of expensive to do. So I could wait with it. So now we have all this goods, I think. Wait, hold on. Like, can we do this in a better direction so that we can actually get you? It might not be possible. Yeah, but that's fine. Like, I kind of want these kinds of connections to become possible, right? Just sort of like going all the way ring around the rosy like that, and then you get the 150 here in order to afford this 153. In that sense, it's sort of all sorts of things everywhere, right? But the thing we now have available to us is this connection, which should be able to make a lot more goods available to everyone, which is good because we're missing on those. There we go, that's a prosperous people planet. So now the other one should be this one. Okay, we just need to send out something and then, you know, it's prosperous. So let's send you out. Make you prosperous as well as that then. 6 more goods, right? That's sort of the thing we were making, right? But I don't think we were going to make 6 more. In fact, I knew 4 more, but 6 more, no. So now it's definitely a no. So get 2 more people producing planets to prosperous. I mean, we just did that, right? We might just want to decline these missions and focus on making the remaining few planets prosperous and making some legendaries. I think that's what I'm going to do. The idea is to get some legendary planets so that everything starts going off, right? This 4, right? 5, 6. That's legendary. That's sort of good, right? Isn't it? So now maybe we'll fix up the this corner planet over here this year. We have 400 income this year. A reasonable amount. That stops you from being unhappy. And now I think the next step up is, I mean, that's 14 income, that's neat and all, but I think the next step is culture dissemination. There we go, we got some more culture, which should now be usable to sort of connect in. And this is going to be the tricky part, right? The part where we try to get as much out of our culture as possible, but since we don't have skill-up facilities, it shouldn't be too much of a hassle. To sort of just like go through all of the connected places and sort of get them all to 2 cultures. right? In general, just try to get... like that. Should help us a little bit. Where does that just go? Am I okay with that? Not really, but do I have a choice in the matter? It doesn't seem like I have. Like you want... You're just out of range, right? Is the problem. And that's not a thing we can do. I mean, I could just build a teleporter for just that, but... Is that worth doing? And it might be. We'll get some more prosperous plans for sure for that. Like, yeah, if I could like connect in an extra chip or two here. Then we'd be able to get... This is just out of range, isn't it? Yeah, it's very slightly out of range. It'd be in range of that one, but... I did the wrong one, right? If I did the other one, it would be fine, but... Like, I prospered the wrong one. I mean, it could reverse until we no longer do so. Is that even possible? Because we kind of... God, I gotta redo all these things. What are all the things we undid? Oh, we can. Okay, so I don't know all the things we undid, but we undid a bunch of things. We weren't at 130. So the idea is we get this one instead. The prosperous, that is. Yeah, we'll need to wait until dissemination until we can do that, though. Are we fine this way? We might be. But you know, that connection is important, right? So... Wait, what? Something rather, right? You go there. You go there. Yeah. And then... And it's not necessary, right? We can just... Oh, you're already sending both? I'm sure send one here, right? Connecting more planets? Why is this not... This needs a culture or something. Cultural dissemination will deal with all of these problems, but yeah, it's fine, right? This is fine. I am very much confused. And that's good. I prefer being confused over being... Okay, so... Where are we sending what now? That's a good question, isn't it? Like, we want to try to get 6 things into places, and we also want to at the same time try to get 2 culture into place, and we also want to try at the same time to use culture dissemination. And at the same time as well, we don't want to get into a situation where we have 7 things being sent into a place, because that's actually wasting a resource. A precious resource. As it turns out, getting all those things at the same time takes a little bit of finagling. And by a little bit, I mean a lot of finagling. Although a lot of these teleporters connect nearly every planet that we have together. You can even get this one as well. Let's get that one as well, actually, because it's really good. Because we'll be able to get more ores. Although you already have all the ores you will ever need. So I don't know where the other ore is going to go. Oh, in here. Where'd that bot just go to? I guess it's fine. Apparently there was only one spot where the bot could have gone to. I'm okay with that. Maybe? Yeah, maybe. So we'll be able to send this in, and that will pop you. So that's nice. We got one more. Also, these, like, legendary plants actually make more trade income, so our income is skyrocketing. Which is great. More money. Please, send me more money. Give me your money. Then you'll never see it back again. Wait. Yes. So can you... No, you can't reach anywhere we could... Like, there's another ore available here that wants to go somewhere. So I'm like, can I deposit that somewhere, perhaps? I mean, maybe just with a regular hyperlane, right? Let's do this. Instead of interconnecting both areas. We just built that hyperlane for the last bit. And now we get cultural dissemination. We get to go crazy. So that's good. So we get to do something like send a culture in there, and then in there, and then in... Wait, order. Order! Because in the other order it works better. Because we don't need to build another slipway if I did in the other order. Yay, order. It's like these two up here can both become legendaries. Oh, almost both become legendaries. This one needs a little help. Not much help. A little bit of help. Wait, can I... Right. That bit of help. I was like, there was a thing I was intending to do that I reversed everything for, and I just forgot what it was. There we go. Get another culture in there as well. And then at this point, I am very much confused of where to send our culture, because we have no more destinations that already have... No, this one. Okay, so now I'm confused. Right, okay, so now that we have confused ourselves, the next goal is to get more stuff. So are there any places where we don't have Project Genesis yet, for example? And over here, for example, we don't have Project Genesis available yet. I don't know what to do with it. But it's there. And it produces a bunch more resources. So, for example, if it's slightly out of range of those things, right? It's a bit unfortunate because it's sort of like the places where I want to send these things. You're also out of range. So like we have lots of biomatter and water available. So if there's some way we can make some kind of, oh, I don't know, some kind of farm that uses both of them, or like a forge world, like over here, that would be kind of nice, wouldn't it? I think that would be kind of an excellent idea, actually, to be honest. Let's make a food synth. Which will get 4 things immediately. Kind of incredible, isn't it? Also, we went colossal, but that doesn't really matter. This is like a 1 to 10% increase of income. It's fine. We're just sort of fine with that. It's just that I just realized that the only way we can make more is with a robot. This Earth-like is gonna be obstruct. Oh wait, we can connect it like this. Won't that work? Like we can send both of them in. And now it has the outputs. Like it has enough stuff to become legendary, but it'd rather be just sort of regular sized than legendary because it doesn't really have an output yet. But we can fix that by adding in that connection. I mean, at that point, right, might it not be better to just sort of be like, okay, you know what, Blonk 209, Not really, because it's too expensive, right? I think it's fine to have these like, sort of separated at this point. So let me just sort of like make you legendary. So we just spent 6 months or so making another legendary planet. I think that that's a decent use of our time. Certainly. We have like 2 more years, right? Be a bit careful about things. So are there any places where there's this human over here that could go to various things? I guess it should go here, so it's prosperous. So where are the non-prosperous planets? There's one here, there's a couple here. What do these all need? You want imports and exports, imports and exports, imports and exports. Right. So how can I get you some of those things? Like you could get this thing some water and then, you know, that'll make it happier. The thing is though that all of the plants that could make it are already making the maximum. There's also this culture available that I could just shove in there and that'll work. I mean, that'll help, right? By 1. Yeah, I think that's fine. We'll give it an export and then, you know, that'll perfect things. Also, there's these 2 goods available that I shouldn't forget about. I mean, the ideal thing to do would be to route it into a planet that's already got 4 things. Like this one, for example, right? If I just throw in the goods here, legendary. Right? Like these are just like legendary plants everywhere. So what does this thing want? We're trading partners? I mean, wait. That makes a legendary. This thing has got 4 ore inputs, I just realized. It's like, wait, hold on, it's like Freya 3. Get you up to legendary as well. You got 600 income for the last year. Yeah, we'll have like 1,000 money. Just casual. Not a big problem, right? The big science run, right? This one's the big kahuna. We kind of went off. Like, couldn't I give you a Genesis cell so you can get an additional water for someone? I'm not over there, you're already sending it there. So where can you send a water? Like if it's already legendary, there's not much of a point. Same for the, oh, it's connected to this stuff, right. But, I mean, it doesn't necessarily have to be, right? It can send it in here as well. And that would create another legendary planet, just like that. That's not bad. Not bad at all. Alright, so... now what's up? Got any more Genesis experiments? Genesis cells have been amazing, right? Maybe you can make some here as well. I'm gonna get you up to just 1 culture and it'll basically go. But do we have that? Can we get that? Like you are just out of range, right? So if I wanted to do that, I mean I could, right? I would have to spend some of my money on it. Am I okay with that? I think I am okay with spending quite a bit of money on connecting this into here rather than connecting it to that, because we're going to have to connect this anyway, so might as well do this in the way that gets us the most tangential benefits, which, you know, involves a connection costing 207. Yes, but so which means we'll have 1 more month to do 1 more thing here, and then we'll do that connection. So what's the other thing we want to do? We wanted to see if we could somehow fix these. I mean, this one fixes with the culture. It's just that one, right? I mean, maybe that's where the culture goes next. Right after here and there. That could very well be the case, actually. I mean, this one. Oh, we'll have to make this connection, right? Because otherwise... Yeah, it makes some sense. Because otherwise we won't have the culture available for it. So now if I connect here for a casual 207, we'll be able to send the food down here, and if I have sort of a complicated path, we sort of make a spiral here. And then I guess we should send this human somewhere. Ideally we send it somewhere where we'll have a good chance of getting legendary yet. I mean, it can go either way, right? That doesn't really do anything, does it? We need another good. Are we really completely out? Like, we could get a good from here, but then... Yeah, that doesn't do anything. We are out of goods. Is there any way we can get some? There are ascension gates available, by the way. But all our humans are basically in use anyway, so it's not much of a point. There's used humans as bots, but it's not much of a point. There are still slipway relays and things. Yeah, I guess I can take one more tech for the hell of it, but we don't really use any more technology. Can't really get any more value out of any. So ideally we grab another forge world from somewhere, right? Like more goods. Do we take another like expensive connection addition to the network just to make it good? Or just this planet? Is that really what? Like, it's all out of range, right? Like, this one would be in range. Those would also be out of range. Yeah, it appears to me you have some range problems here. Oh, not really much of a problem, right? It's just a bit sad that we end up... Is there really no way to quite get you in connected? I mean, maybe the way to do that is to... One end must be a planet. We'll get that same message again, won't we? If I try to do something like sneaky, like a relay. I mean, like here, right? We'll barely miss, I think. Yeah, we'll barely miss out on that. But I mean, you know, getting the good in here would mean getting this one to successful, which will create a culture. The culture can go in here, making it legendary. And then that creates another culture, which could go in here, making it prosperous. And sending it another culture, which can go in here, making it prosperous. Like, you get like 3 prosperous planets for that, if not more. I mean, I think we should just get this one, right? Where's this chip coming from? I think it's coming from here, actually. And you're already upgraded, so you can't get any more water for you as well. Yeah, there's that, but out of ore. Wait, is that it? That's it, isn't it? We make another good here now. Which then needs to be sent down. To here. You might be like that. Isn't that totally out of range? Yes, but we have. We can cheat. Yeah, we go. Right? Cheating is allowed. Right, so we can do this one. Into that one. Into that one. Yeah, that's just so good, isn't it? Alright, did we forget any other places where we already got one culture before I... No, that's about it. So then... You know where to next, right? Any good places to... This one, right? Like this one wants an extra human, but... yeah, that to make it prosperous, right? Alright, good. What now? Maybe try to do that. Yeah, that'll work. That's another casual legendary right there. Did we just make our whole empire prosperous, by the way? I think there's one non-prosperous planet. It's all the way up there. That's it. That's incredible, isn't it? Like, that's sort of way more than I expected to be able to do. So all we'd have to do is get rid of some unemployment. Like, we have some past shortages. That's it. 264% happiness on top with a bunch of legendary planets. I have an inkling this is going to be a pretty good score. Yeah. Is it going to be a new record? Maybe. Oh wait, we have a whole more year actually. Hold on a second. Can we do even more than this stuff that we already did? That would be rather silly, but I guess so, right? Like, we're not out of time completely, so we should just add in more things. And just the how of it is just like going to be the big problem, right? Because we have everything used, basically. I mean, I kind of did that to make as many legendaries as possible, which makes some sense. So I guess we'll add in you. And we can reach you. And I have a human available for it, so why not? And then we'll make that successful. We'll go ahead and... I guess we can't reach you from there because it's in a different area of planets, but that's not too much of a problem. Because we can just make more teleporters everywhere in the last year, I guess. Like, we can do some more interconnects in the last year, just connect some couple things together. Let's have a look if we can find some more planets, right? Yeah, there's a forge world to make goods at. And we have ore. And I mean, this is water, right, which is incredibly valuable. So yeah, I guess we can continue going. And I guess we would do something like... Get all of these. And ideally as many as we could possibly get. And then connect them in like so-ish. Can we reach this one? Not quite if I do it like that. Maybe a little bit more of an angle. You can't just quite connect like that. Okay, now it can. Can this one now connect? I You can also connect. Okay, good. So this is sort of the most we can get out of it. Though, yeah, no, this will work, right? It's only 80 too, right? Because this one is not connected to the big network down here. Well, there's actually 3 networks, right? There's up here, and there's this one, and then there's the big one that has most of the planets in it. I guess I can just send you whatever I like, but maybe we'll be able to make something happen over here or something with culture or something. So I should be a little bit, reserved with that. So I think the first thing I should do is make a colony out of this arid. Right, and then we can make a trade for the water. And then I guess I should make a biomatter thing, a monoculture farm, to give it some food. And then we can even make you have water. That's all neat and all. I can get in for space mastery if I want to. Sure. We could have gotten spiritual growth or something, or stream splitting for the hell of it, but... Or maybe cybernetic bodies or ascension or a bunch of other things. For now though, let's just... right? Actually got a biomatter from somewhere, I don't know from where. Well, anyway, we need to use this chip. Also, just send in an extra human so it actually becomes prosperous, right? It needs an extra, yeah. So now, goods factory over there. We connected in. I mean, that might just be the end, right? I don't think we can do another planet, so this will be the last planet. So we'll try to make a... yeah. Where can we send goods? One over here. Oh, both of them. I mean, yeah, two more legendaries. I don't see the problem with that. So, just make you prosperous as well. Wait, where was I sending that culture to? In here? I don't know. Maybe it needs to be into the farm or into the water instead. Because, like, hold on a second. Can't I use this ore over here? I'm already using that, right? Yeah, that's a problem. And I can't get more from over here because it's already all used. I mean, I guess we get 2 regular planets then. Doesn't feel quite right, does it? I can make you prosperous at least, and I can get you to successful. And by sending out the food, I mean, these are both getting 7 now, but that's fine. Maybe, hold on. Could there be a way that we get... No, we can't, right? Because you have exactly 4 months. If I colonize a planet and then connect it in, it won't send its things everywhere. Besides, I can't get another human planet, no matter how much I try. And there is an argument to be made, though, for sending the culture into the water place, because the water place has the potential to make... not quite, right? Like this one, right? Almost there. Oh, we can get there. There we go, another legendary. I think that's worth more points than the one prosperous over here. Also, you know, that... Let's look at 2 successfuls up there, right? So 1. And we got another 2 prosperouses as well, so it's not... Another, like, 3 legendaries, so it's not that whole investment wasn't worth it. And to the contrary. It's pretty great. But we can't get... Like, which one were we sending the things to, right? The previous thing? We can't quite get another legendary out of this. I may be right, but let's just send this into the lab and go to 8 science. 7, 8, 9. 1, 2, 3. Wait. Maybe this can do something here. Unlocks more locations to send this human to. I don't think there are any locations that have 5 things in them, though, that we can reach from here. Not without some shenaniganry, but maybe we can pull something off. There is a place with 3, a place with 7 or something like that. That's too much. It's like not a lot of resources left. We can get you to 5. I mean, there's also... I don't think we'll be able to reach that from all the way over there. Also, it'll take too many months, right? All of the water places have... yeah. Just send it wherever then, I guess. Go make some science for me. Because why not, right? And then why not get spiritual growth? Just to have another 1,000 income. And then I think we have sort of reached the conclusion of this game. There's no real thing we can still do. I mean, I can make a struggling planet, but that's that's not productive. Is another ore available? You're receiving 3. So I could turn that into 4 if I wanted to. Same here. But, you know, no more than that. I mean, the 1,056 income. Casual. Yeah, there's no consumers of ore that I could easily connect to the network, so where do you look for that, right? We tried to get forge roads and stuff earlier, which just wasn't available. And this little sneaky one could maybe do something, but if we get anything that'll insta... I mean, I could just give you an import. That wouldn't work. Ooh. We got a null reference exception apparently. Oh, it's because I I clicked out too quickly of the scoring screen. I tried to... Oh, we can't... Wait, we can't undo now? Well, that's a bit of a shame. Right, I threw away a bit of points there to see if we could maybe... I mean, I guess we can do this, right? Then it won't have a choice of where to go, and it'll make it prosperous. I don't know if that's actually gaining points, right? We lose 1% happiness, but we gain a prosperous planet. It kind of depends on how much your base point is. If it's more than 32,000, it's a loss. If it's less, then it's a gain. I think it's a gain, actually. A small gain, but it's a gain. So we end up with 45 planets, or 46, right? One struggling one. And half our planets end up being legendaries, so we end up with 86,000 points. Okay. I mean, yeah, that's a score and a half for a blind run. Okay, I think we're done for today with Slipways. That was kind of amazing. I'm gonna make some dinner and, you know, yeah, kind of an incredible run there. Out of the blue, right? Just, I mean, yeah, there's some teleporting nonsense going on, but it's not too much, right? There's not too much of that going on. It's mostly, although the hyperlanes help too, right? It's a combination of things that end up being incredible. I mean, mostly, you know, the early game, very high science, really. That's more the thing that catapulted this run. And I'm also actually kind of happy that I took gene adjustment, because apart from the last 2 years, we kind of did manage to use all our money fairly productively. I mean, interconnecting these teleporters is very expensive, right? GG.